I have a book review for you today, and really it's talking about love languages, which I have talked about before, and really believe they have some validity in the way we are able to communicate our love to others and receive love from others. So today I have two books. One, we've talked about love languages in marriages, um, but the one today is for love languages for children by Gary Ross and Ross Campbell. Same five love languages, but just a way to figure out what your children need. And you'll need to do this several times over the years because they can change, like we do too. But like for example, my three kids all have different love languages. So if I love them the way I like to be loved, or the way I like to share love, which is to hug on them and squeeze them and tell them they're great, that may or may not come across depending on what their love language is. So, for example, for Emma, Emma is an acts of service kind of girl. If I want to tell her I love her, she'll, okay. But if I make her bed for her, or if I carry her dishes in after dinner, that speaks love to Emma more than any words I could say or more than any hugs I can give her. In fact, if I go to kiss her goodnight, she kind of pulls her head away. So she's not a physical touch person either. So the way we love people can actually make it worse if we're not careful about knowing what they want to receive as love. For me, I like words of assurance, and I like quality time. And fortunately, Christopher is similar, so that works well for us. Lily at one time and Dossie were both physical touch, but when you did it again, they had changed. So again, you've got to kind of keep up with what their language is at the time. And you'll notice, or I have noticed, that there are five love languages, and really two are kind of stronger than the others. So there's one that might stick out, but one that's a close second. And so both of those work if you want to try a combination. One is gifts. So Emma now also appreciates little gifts as love. My mom is a huge gift person. If you want to show her love, give her gifts. My dad is a physical touch person, so give him a hug or spend time with them, quality time. So these are important. And I loved what I read one time when it talked about love languages of our children. We cannot control the environment they are in their school. We can't control how the teacher and the children and everyone they come across, we can't control how our children are treated or loved or whatever, for the most part, as long as they're safe. But what we can control is how we send them off in the morning and how we receive them back in the afternoon. And if we bookend their day at school with the love that is their language, then that helps protect them throughout the day. And I love that idea. So that's something that we can work on. And this is the brand new book that they have put out. It's called A Perfect Pet for Peyton by Rick Osborne and Gary Chapman. And it goes through the story of this boy's birthday and trying to find the perfect pet. It's a long book, so I didn't feel like I could read it on here. But it starts out your day, but it has on here also find the insects. So it's kind of an interactive book. And then if you go here, it says, how many animals can you find in the shrubbery? Yeah, and then it says here, animals like to follow Mr. Chapman around. What animals do you see? So it's an interactive book. And then even here, it shows you like a map with the attractions of where they're going to go and look around. And it just keeps on going, and it has lots of animals, and it talks about how the animals interact with a person and what feeds their love language. So if you're going to have a pet, some people are diehard cat people. They need a cat that's independent, that is can take care of itself for the most part, gives attention a little bit, but doesn't require a lot of attention. Some people are dog people. I'm a dog person. My dog loves to sit in my lap. My dog loves to sleep in my bed. He likes to be snuggled up. And even our pets have different personalities. He's a snuggler and a lover. He wants attention. My other dog likes toys. So he's precious also, but he's just not as snuggly as my other dog, Samson, which y'all seen in our children's sermon one time. So I wanted to share these today, and I also wanted to tell you that there is an online test that you can do as adults, and there's a version also for, I think there's a version for teens, and then there's a version for kids. It's just a few questions that you answer, kind of situational questions, and like when you come home from school and you've had a hard day, what do you prefer? A, mom made cookies. B, mom cleaned your room. C, mom gave you a hug. Or D, mom told you she was sorry and hoped it would be better the next day. So you can kind of see where those love languages are. But if you do the quiz, and you can like send it from your phone to your kids' phones if they have phones. You know, they love to do things on phones, so it's like a fun game. But it'll send the results back to you if you've enrolled as their parent. So that is, let me just see if I can find that site. I believe it's 5lovelanguages.com. But if you Google love language quiz, it'll bring it right up for you. So I just can't tell you enough how much I really think this works. And I hope you'll try it out. And let me know what you think. Y'all have a great day.